My name is David, Head of Marketing here at WildGrass. And this is Timothy, our lead developer and founder of WildGrass.
Hi David. Hello everybody.
Okay, so in this video, we'll be discussing the playground, what it is and how to use it. And Timothy will be walking us through what the functions of the playground are. Okay, so Timothy, my first question on the playground will be, what is it?
Okay. So that's a good way to get in anyway. So the playground is basically an environment that we built to make it easy for you to learn. So basically, immediately you create an account and you open it and you open WildGrass, the first thing that's going to greet you is the playground. And we've done our best to make it like a game with different levels to from level 1 to level 10 to get you to know the basics. So basically that's what the playground is, an environment for you to learn how to use WildGrass without needing to do any setup. As long as you've got an account, which is very easy to do, you can use the playground.
Okay. So what are the benefits of using this playground?
Okay, so when it comes to the playground, let's say for example, I want to learn how to use certain software, and a lot of companies have this thing called the free trial, where you, without putting any money, you can start using the software so you can get a feel for it. That's not really the most optimal for a software of platforms such as WordPress, because there's so much involved. So what we've done is that we've made it simple. We've made it very simple. So when you go to level 1, you find yourself in a pre-developed business profile. Okay. So let's say if I wanted to use a free trial and I wanted to learn how to generate a transaction, I would have to do a lot of entry and a lot of setup. So first I would have to create my business profile. I'd have to enter products, my services. I would have to set up things about my taxes. I would have to enter my employees, my customers. There's so much setup that's involved, and it's a lot of commitment if all you want to do is check it out. So the playground is a way of you to check out how it works, how it feels, learn how to use it without needing to make a major commitment of doing all of that setup. Because once you click on a playground level, you enter into a pre-developed business profile that has been optimized for you to learn what you want to learn. So you already find products inside, you find everything set up, and you jump straight to doing what you're there to learn.
Okay. And do we need any specific devices in order to use this playground?
Okay, that's actually a really good question. WildGrass is multi-platform, and when we're developing the playground, it was very important for us that whatever device you are able to use WildGrass on, you should also be able to use the playground. So as long as you're able to use WildGrass on that device, you should also be able to access the playground. So whether it's your Android phone, your iPhone, a tablet, a computer, whether it's a MacBook, Windows, Linux, as long as you're able to access WildGrass, you should be able to access the playground. So yeah, it's that flexible.
Okay, excellent. So how exactly do I use this playground? How do I use the playground?
Okay. So another interesting question, and it's simple, but it's also tricky. If you haven't followed the instructions a little bit clearly, so maybe I can just pass through that a little. So the sandbox is meant to be used together with tutorial videos. So you have your playground and you have tutorial videos. So if when you go to the playground, each level has its own card, right? So you've got a card for level 1, a card for level 2, and so on up to level 10. That's for the basics, then you've got your advanced and whatnot, right? So for the basics, each card is going to have a little green button, a round green button with a play icon on it. If you tap that green button, it takes you to a tutorial video. And then once you tap the card itself, it takes you to the playground. So it means that you then have a tutorial video and the playground for each level. So that basically what you're doing is that you're watching through what somebody is doing on the tutorial video, and you're doing the same thing on the playground. So, and the beauty here is the exact same thing that the person on the tutorial video is seeing and has on their screen, you're also going to see and have on your screen, because you're using the same business profile. You're using the same data set that has been optimized for learning. So you're going to have the same products, the same services, the same customer information. So it's going to look exactly the same. If they tap on Just Nuts peanut butter, you're also going to tap on Just Nuts peanut butter. It will be a lot easier for you to follow. And that is the goal, that you on the playground are following through what the tutor is doing in the tutorial video, so that it's easier for you to learn. However, at the end of the tutorial video, you don't exactly need to immediately exit the playground. You can keep on practicing. So if you're practicing how to do things like product entry, even after the tutorial ends, you can start entering other products and whatnot, just for the sake of practicing, because that is the point of it all. Practice makes perfect. And we thought just watching tutorial videos wasn't as optimal. So we created an environment so that you can practice and practice and practice as much as possible, so that you are ready.
Okay, it sounds like it will really simplify the learning process for users. Okay, so perhaps maybe you can give us a bit of background. Maybe just walk us through exactly the reasoning of creating this playground and perhaps what we are hoping to achieve with it.
Okay, that's also an interesting question. You have really good questions here with you. The playground was developed, like I said, our firm is very different from a lot of other firms that are producing software. There's certain things which you might want to learn, certain things which you might need to know, and it's difficult for you to learn and know those things using a free trial, because there's a lot of setup which you might need to do, and it just then becomes difficult, because even that setup, you might need a little bit of guidance with it. So it's like the chicken and the egg. You need the egg to get the chicken, and then you need the chicken to get the egg. So it'll be difficult for you to do the setup for you to learn, but then you need to learn to know exactly how to do this setup correctly. And it then became difficult for the people who started using WildGrass, and it required a lot of tutorials and meetings, which again can be a little bit cumbersome. So our tutorial videos and the playground together are here to make learning yours. It is at your terms. It is at your own time, on whatever device you want to use it on. So whatever time you want to do it, you can just open the playground and start to learn. You don't need to contact the customer success team for you to learn. You don't have to make any single payment for you to learn. You don't need to do any single setup. All you need to do is create an account by entering your information, verifying your phone number and email, and you're set. So it is that easy for you to learn how to use WildGrass, so that you can learn how to use WildGrass, be comfortable with it before you make any commitments, such as beginning to do all the set up, beginning your free trial and the like, so that you can learn without needing to do much.
Okay, sounds very convenient. Okay, so there you have it, guys. It's as simple as that. That is WildGrass Playground.